Oh, superheroes. Everybody who is anybody, which is everybody. Welcome to the adventures of, well, what exactly is on my shirt, Stormraiser. I have been around for a while, but I decided to come back to VCAM to show that kindness and love are still in the world, and that people can be kind and strong too. Being strong is being kind, in my opinion. But I like to do a little introduction as to what this show actually is about. It's going to be about believing in yourself. It's going to be about, but that's one thing that, I mean, what is believing in yourself? What is that? Basically, it's about something where you say you're trying to, I don't know, run a mile or run one of those marathons they have around the country. You can, like the Boston Marathon, right? That's a pretty famous one. How about you're running that? Maybe you don't feel so confident. Or with anything in your life, you can really believe in yourself for a lot of different reasons, a lot of different things you're trying to accomplish in your life. And I say your life like that because when it comes to right down to it, you can do what you want with your life. I think I made that abundantly clear on, abundantly known in the past few episodes that I did before. It's been a while since I've been around. Give me a little bit. But folks, welcome to the Adventures of Stormraiser. Yes, welcome. And I hope everyone's having a great day. It's Valentine's Day, by the way. And I have a little experiment I'm going to do a little later on. The very fact that there are people out there who don't quite have belief in themselves is something that is really hard for Stormraiser to take, because sure, you believe in yourself in different levels, but there are also things like I have said before, loving yourself is easier than liking yourself. Now, does that make a lot of sense? Probably not. No, let me explain. Basically, you're supposed to love yourself, right? You should always say, "Oh, you should love yourself." No one ever talks about liking yourself. No one ever talks about that. Although, is liking yourself also loving yourself? No, they're not the same thing. Not entirely. So that's how that goes, folks. So what's my experiment? I have basically a sheet of paper. It's pretty good condition. But let me get into my intro here about why I'm exactly going to do with this piece of paper. What am I exactly going to do? Basically, it is a sheet of paper, this little piece of paper, about regular size, right? Regular size sheet of paper, printing paper. It represents a person, any person out there who is in school, any type of school, college, even for, believe it or not. Because even in regular, normal life, bullying is a thing. Even in 2018, it's a thing. So I think that along with this sheet of paper, we're going to have a little experiment. What happens when you bully someone, call someone, a horrible, nasty name, call someone a horrible anything? Well, let me show you what happens. This is a person before you bully them, and this is a person after. So, what do I mean by that? What does Nick mean by that? I'm sorry, Stormraiser. What does Stormraiser mean by that? Well, I messed that up. Well, basically, this is a person's mind, a person's soul, a person's being, and believing in themselves. This is what it looks like right after you bully someone. It'll never be the same again. Along with trust, because this could be an example for trust too. Darn cape always gets in the way. Trusting someone and then having it broken can also be something that is like a sheet of paper. So when you call someone a horrible, nasty, whatever name, or you make fun of someone, how someone looks, whether they wear glasses or not, or maybe they're different from you, is that a reason to make them feel bad or try to make them feel bad? No, it's not. It's not a good reason. There are no good reasons for that. And I know that when the show first started, that I was going to try to still, help bullying become a thing of the past. But I've heard of so many instances, examples on TV of what has happened in the past several years of bullying in schools, even in the workplace. People don't always stop bullying. Unfortunately, it's a thing. And there are things out there that are not good, like bullying, for example. And you can try to, what am I doing right now? I'm trying to fold out, get this sheet of paper back to the way it was. And that'll never happen. Unless it's recycled somehow or whatever. But even when I do this on the edge of a table, try to smooth it out, it's not going to happen. So that's just a little example of what people feel like when you bully them. It's something that is not, it doesn't feel good. But I also believe people who are bullies are hurt themselves. The best thing, I think, one of the best things you can do when you're a bully is try maybe to understand why maybe they're doing it. Maybe their home life isn't so good. Is it good what they're doing? Bullying? No, it's not good. And I'm firmly against that type of behavior. But I also believe there are reasons for everything. Sure, my reason might be very obscure. I can't even say that word right, obscure. But it's something that it's always there, okay? You may not be able to see it at the moment, and as bullying caused some horrible things over the years, oh yeah, it has. But I also believe, in some ways there's heart, that good always wins over evil. Or even kindness always wins, no matter what. That's what I firmly believe. That's what I always believe. That's what you should believe. But this goes along the lines of doing what you want with your life. I mean, there are things out there you could do. Oh, you could go out with a blaze of hatred like some people have done the past couple of years in the country, around the world. Or you could help someone with a lot of different things in their life. It's not always easy. Life isn't always easy, okay? Life is not always entirely 100% easy. It's not meant to be easy. It's really hard and easy are really interchangeable as far as life goes. It can be easy sometimes, sure. Like doing a TV show here at Vermont Community Access Media is not very hard, at least not for me 10 years later. No, I shouldn't say it's not very hard. It's not very hard for me. But it's a challenge, though, isn't it? Life is a challenge. Sometimes it's a challenge some people don't really win, unfortunately. Because suicide is something nobody really talks about until after it happens, right? Until after it happens, oh, what could we have done? Oh, should this person be charged because they said the person should kill themselves? No, I don't think they should be. Well, I think that's something that words have really some meaning, but actions really do say a lot more. Well, why am I saying that? Words can hurt, though. Words can hurt. That's why I'm saying that, because words can really hurt. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's not exactly true. Because you can fix a broken arm, or hopefully not anything else broken than that, because a broken arm, I'm sure, hurts quite a bit. You can fix a broken arm. You can fix a broken finger. A broken heart takes a while. A little bit more complicated. So that's what I'm all about, folks. Is Stormwazer is all about peace, love, and believing in yourself. And especially since it's Valentine's Day. What did I just say? Especially since it's Valentine's Day. What about all the other 364 days? You can believe in yourself, love yourself, but you should do it all the time, not just one day of the year. And you can love other people as well. But let's get back to liking and loving yourself. Two different things. Do you have to love yourself before you can love other people? Yeah. But liking yourself is important too. And they're not the same thing. But let's get back to my main subject, which is what the show is all about. It's all about believing in you. I believe in you. You know what? So believing in yourself, it's really an interesting thing. I say that about a lot of different things. But the very fact there are people out there who do not believe in themselves, and they could do amazing things if they did. And now, you know what? I bet they don't believe in themselves, so they were bullied at some point in their lives. And that's not okay. Bullying is not a good thing. It goes to show what kind of person you are that you're bullying someone. But then again, let's go back to what happens if what happens when the person bullies. Maybe they're not doing well that day. Maybe they're not actually, you know, because understanding and kindness are really go hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like this sheet of paper. It'll never be the same again. And it'll never be the same again, ever. By the way, look at my shirt. I love it. Stormwazer. That's me. But it's something that is really like something that this is a person. It represents a person, like I said. A person's kindness, a person's potential can always be undermined by bullying. And I say that because it's very true. You may not know what you can do because you don't believe in yourself. But you should always believe in yourself even just a little bit. Just a little bit. Should I take my own advice? Oh, probably. But I also believe that people could also be a little bit nicer when it comes to life in general, in school, in college, and wherever the heck you are in the world, you can always be yourself. Because that's the best person you can possibly be, is you. Because you're the best person best person you can possibly be is you. Because you are the best, let's just be honest. I mean, everyone in the world has their own abilities, their own strengths, their own weaknesses, their own love for things. Like I love being at VCAM. I love doing TV shows. I love being myself. Stormwazer likes being himself. Now, should you like being yourself? Yeah, you should. Because you're awesome. You're really cool. Now, what is that word? Cool. Cool means different than when I was in school. It means different things now. Maybe cool means having a Snapchat. Maybe cool means having the latest cell phone. Maybe cool means having the latest, I don't know. Back then it was the latest backpack or, you know, or the latest toy from Power Rangers. That was the 90s for you. I love the 90s. But let's go back to my main subject, what the show is all about. It's all about you. You. Believing in you, believing in you and what you can do in this world and what you can accomplish in this world if you just believe in yourself. Because what is accomplishment? Making a sandwich, for me, is an accomplishment. I don't eat sandwiches too often. I'm talking about peanut butter and jelly, my favorite, right? In fact, I'm getting hungry. I may stop at the co-op later. We'll see. Like City Market right near VCAM. We'll see. Kind of hungry, so we'll see what happens. Is it even open? I don't know. But folks, you know, I say all these things on this show, and people may call me inspiring. People may call me a superhero. This is what I try to portray on this show, superhero-like ability. But am I just saying what everyone else really wants to say? But it's kind of don't really have the platform to say it, because I'm on TV. I'm on TV right now as you're watching this. I'm in a TV station, so I'm in your little box on your television, in your television, in your living room. So what am I exactly? Why? Why are you watching me? Are you watching me because of the things I say? Because of the things that I say that are very true? And the fact that you should believe in yourself. You should always believe in yourself. And you should always be yourself. You should always just do you. You know, there are a lot of things in the world you could do each and every single day, of every single second, of every, each and every single second, of each and every single day, you have a choice to make. You can make the right one or the wrong one. You can choose to bully someone, you can choose to be mean, you can choose to be horrible. But there are things that you could also do that are the exact opposite of that. You could always be just a kind individual. But can you also be strong? What is strong, though? What's the definition of strong? Is it having muscles? Is being physically strong? No. I don't think it's really... It is a definition. It's not the only definition. The definition of strong, really, for me, generally, is that really strong in here. And what you are in your heart, you can be strong for too long. Then it all comes out. Maybe, well, let's talk about emotions a little bit. Because emotions are a funny thing. Emotions are really like, like the Vulcans in Star Trek. If you're familiar with Star Trek. Love that show. All incarnations of Star Trek are awesome. So, it's something that they have a race in Star Trek called the Vulcans. They have emotions, but they suppress them. Or most of them do. If they're pure Vulcan, they can. Well, is that something some people do? They get hurt so many times by so many people that they just shut down. Don't want a relationship, don't want any friends. They just want to spend their time alone. That's a safe thing to do. Well, maybe going into a little bit of discomfort in your life may not be a horrible thing. Because emotions, it all comes back to emotions. Emotions are a funny, interesting thing. Because really, well, we'll leave that for another day. But what the show is all about is believing in you. Because I believe that you can accomplish so much when you believe in your own self. Your own self. If you believe in you, you can accomplish so much. I mean, I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker, although I probably should be. But you can always believe in yourself when other people don't. Because the best person to believe in you is you. I come on here wearing this cape, which I love, but I love this thing. Wearing this this blue shirt with white lettering. It says Storm Razor, because that's me. And I can say these things, but you have to take them into the real world. Into the world of whatever your world is. 10 whole minutes left on this show. By the way, shout out to all the VCAM staff. They're pretty kind people. Pretty awesome individuals. Now, I used that word before. What is individual? mean? What does the word individual mean? It means you are different from everybody else. Now, you may have some differences and also some commonalities with people. But what are commonality? You have a lot of things in common. Like, I'm talking to someone I have a lot of things in common with. We both like superheroes, we both like Marvel, the MCU. We both like Thor, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Black Panther, which is coming out in a couple days. And the very fact that there are so many things you can accomplish in this world if you believe in yourself. I keep saying that. Why? Because some people need to hear this. They need to hear that they can accomplish anything they set their mind to, no matter what your abilities are or your disabilities. Because a disability is something that I never really liked that word. I get the meaning of it, but I never really liked that word because it kind of shows that you can't do something. You can do anything you set your mind to. Like, for example, there was this one guy on YouTube, Arthur, I believe his name was, and he was walking with his cane, because his canes on his, the kind of hook up to your elbows. And he was, I think, one of those paratroopers in the Vietnam War or something where he had the parachute a lot. And it hurt his legs, hurt his back. He gained a lot of weight. He gained a lot of mindset that he couldn't do it. He could not walk again by himself. But then he believed in himself, and he believed that he could do it. And he did not give up. What is he doing now? He's running, all right? He's running because there are things in the world that'll teach you that you cannot do it. You cannot accomplish, you cannot walk after you've become disabled. And some people can't. They will never be able to. But that does not mean you cannot believe in yourself. Let's just be perfectly honest. There are people out there who will bring you down, who will do whatever they can to bring you down. And guess what you do? You don't allow that to happen, all right? Clear? Okay, we're clear. So I think it's about time everyone starts believing in themselves. I mean, you can believe in yourself in front of people and maybe act like it, but do you really believe in yourself? Because confidence is a weird little thing. It's a weird little thing. Because you can have confidence to a point, but after that it starts becoming a bit much. But confidence, you can have confidence that you can, ride a bike. I can't remember the moment I was able to ride a bike without training wheels. Isn't life kind of like that? You need training wheels at first. In life to, like your parents or whoever takes care of you when you're a little baby, or when you're growing up. There are people who are going to help you with a lot of different things in your life. There are also people who are not going to help you, who are going to try to bring you down, but you don't let that happen because you believe in you. You do you. You let other people do them. Other people are not going to be as far as you are in life because you should always believe in you. And I can say that. I can say anything I want on this show. But what are you supposed to, are you going to believe in yourself? I don't know. Maybe it will take a little while or a long while or years for you to believe in yourself. But you should always at least try your best with it because that's all you can do. That's all you can accomplish sometimes is trying. Practice makes perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. But practice makes, Practicing bowling. 5 minutes, that's one whole hand. Practicing bowling, not bullying. I'm talking about bowling. I like bowling. I've gone bowling for a long time. Although I bowl on my phone. Do you ever bowl on Facebook Messenger? It's really good. It's really good. It's kind of glitchy. It's a glitchy game sometimes. But anyway, so practice makes perfect. Nobody is perfect. But you kind of get what I'm saying, right? You can practice to believe in yourself. That's one thing that is really kind of doable. So we're coming down to the end of our time here today. I have a few minutes left. This went kind of fast, didn't it? So I think I'm going to leave you with my final thoughts for today's episode, which I believe is number 27. Just believe in you. Just do you. Just believe in yourself. You can also help others too. Helping others makes you feel good. Like being generosity. I mean, but being also kind to yourself is maybe even a little bit more important. Because you can be kind to other people, but does that mean you're always kind to yourself? No. That's not what. That's how it goes sometimes with some people. That you do not believe in yourself and are kind to yourself, but you're kind to others. That needs to change. Because you need to believe in you. And the fact that you can accomplish anything, really good or bad, I guess, if you want to go the bad way, the bad route. But you can accomplish so much more with just being good, just being kind to yourself and to others. That's my whole spiel on this episode of Storm Raiser. And so I guess I will see you later. And it's something that you have a choice in this world where you can do the right thing or the wrong thing or the horrible thing. You have a couple of choices. I think you always do the good thing because good always wins. Good will always win. And you know what? I gotta go save a cat or something. I'm sure I gotta go save somebody. See you next time on the adventures of me, Stormers. I have 2 minutes left. Okay. I'm going to tell you all something. Believe in you, do you, and just be yourself. That's the best person you can possibly be. There's not anyone else. The best person you can be is you. I got to go save that cat. I will see you next time on the adventures of Storm Raiser.